and shine. It's a brand new day. The Cove TV morning show's on the way. With history, yoga, and stories to share. We got the vibes that are beyond compare. Start your day with a smile and cheer. And Cove TV, good vibes are here. From coffee to your favorite strain, we bring the sunshine, never the rain. Segments that inspire and keep you in tune. Racing, dodgeball, and more coming soon. Morning speakers with wisdom to show. It's all right here on the morning show. Start your day with a smile and cheer. And Cove TV, good vibes are here. From coffee to your favorite strain, we bring the sunshine, never the rain. Inspirations found with every show, from speakers that help you grow. Community spirit, bright and true. Cove TV morning show's here for you. Start your day with a smile and cheer. At Cove TV, good vibes are here. Cause whether you're sipping or lighting your flame, the morning show's where you'll find your aim. Tune in, now feel alive. Cove TV sets the vibe. Motivation on the way. Join the crew, seize the day. Fun and games, endless play. Catch the sun every day. Smile and laugh, don't delay. In the Cove, let's all sway. Cove TV, feel the breeze. Joy and fun, come with ease. Catch the waves of summer's beat. Find your groove, it's a treat. Best shows under the sun. Every channel full of fun. Life's a beach, watch and see. Cove TV sets you free. Motivate, elevate. Come on, let's celebrate. Swipe and tap, don't wait. Join the crew, feel great. Cove TV, feel the breeze. Joy and fun, come with ease. Catch the waves of summer's beat. Find your groove, it's a treat. Cove TV, Cove TV, feel the breeze. Joy and fun, come with ease. Catch the waves of summer's beat. Find your groove, it's a treat.
Find your chill, come on one. Cove TV is a vibe. Motivation, fun and games. Join us in our happy place. Cove TV where we play. Best time every single day. Cannabis high and free. Tune in for serenity. Feel the beat, feel the joy. Watch and learn, no decoy. Straight to you, nothing fake. Join the crew for goodness sake. Cove TV where we play. Best time every single day. Cannabis high and free. Tune in for serenity. Feel the beat, feel the joy. Watch and learn, no decoy. Straight to you, nothing fake. Join the crew for goodness sake. Cove TV where we play. Best time every single day. free. Tune in for serenity. Feel the energy arise. Cove TV, open eyes. Amazing scenes all around. Best station to be found. Cove TV, where we play. Best time every single day. Cannabis high and free. Tune in for serenity. Tune in for serenity.
It's a brand new day. Cove TV's here to brighten your way. Coffee brews, the rhythm feels right. Spark your morning, let's take flight. Feel the buzz, let the energy ignite. We're your crew, bringing morning delight. So grab your cup and let it flow. Cove TV morning, let's start the show. Coming up next is the show you know. Cove TV morning, where good vibes grow. Hit that like, don't forget to share. Wake the world, let's go anywhere. First light to the mellow groove. We're here together, finding our move. Conversations flow, hearts align. Cove TV morning, where moments shine. Whether you're near or miles away, we're the start of a beautiful day. Roll it up, sip it slow. Cove TV morning, let's start the show. Your head, let the good vibes rain. Cove TV's magic, ease in the strain. Every laugh, every note we play reminds us all it's a brand new day. Coming up next is the show you know. Cove TV morning, where good vibes grow. Hit that like, don't forget to share. Wake the world, let's go anywhere. Vibes rain, Cove TV's magic, ease in the strain. Every laugh, every note we play reminds us all it's a brand new day. Cove TV morning, your start, your glow. With coffee, connection, and stories to show. Thanks for joining, we're glad to know. Cove TV morning, let's start the show.
Hashtag let's fucking go!
Hot Pockets!
Dab time! Dab time!
Push the goddamn button!
Push the goddamn button!
What is up? Happy freaking Friday morning, everybody. What up, Man-Bear?
Oh, I'm looking so forward to this Fridays. We're going to get high. We're going to have some fun. It's Friday.
That's it. We started off with Friday this morning, bro. Man-Bear said, what's up, man? I was like, what's up, big worm? Good morning, everybody. Cheers. Cheers. Good morning, my beautiful Amber. How are you, dear? I hope you're having a wonderful morning.
Good morning, Mindy.
Good morning, Crystal. How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful morning.
Good morning, Deb Rose. Happy Friday.
Good morning, Vicki. How are you, dear? Hope you're having a wonderful morning.
Good morning, Ma.
Good morning, Double Dice Brad. If you are still rocking with us, can you drop that word friends for our Getting Stoned words? Much love, man.
What up, Bill Anderson? What up, Superman? Happy Friday, brother.
What up, Nikki? How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful morning.
What's going on, DJ Ashley Stevens? Welcome to Friday. Erase the memory of the rest of the week.
Good morning, Kay. How are you? I hope you are having a wonderful morning.
What's going on, Christina? How are you doing? Good morning.
Yeah. Sorry. Here we go. Who's next? I don't know. Dab time? Nope. Wrong show. Wrong game.
Wait, what? Turf Wars. No.
Good. Right? Mine. Good morning, CJ. How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful morning.
Good morning, Magic from Mad Productions.
Look at that. Good morning, Jody. Hot Knife Saved Lives. I hope you're having a wonderful morning. Go ahead, Magic. You can take us. Oh, he's still loading.
Good morning, Lee Schrader. God.
Good morning, Magic. It's awesome that you joined us this morning. We do have an amazing guest host with us this morning, and it will be the one and only Magic from Mad Productions.
Yeah. Man, hey, it's crazy that I was up this early being off because the old lady's alarm was still on. So I turned around. I was like, really? I'm sorry. I said, it's cool. I'm going to go get some Java, and I'm about to go smoke.
Very nice. Well, and we're glad that you're up here this morning with us. Let's, hey, good morning, Chris. How are you, man? I hope you're having a wonderful morning. Let's, wake and bake. Cheers, everybody. Hope everybody's having a wonderful morning. It is Magic in the studio this morning, everybody. I'm very excited. Cheers.
The morning's here, the horizon glows. With every comment, a connection grows. Coffee steam rises, a comforting sight. Your smiles, your vibes make the day feel right. The Cove awakens, together we shine. Each of you here is a blessing divine. Cannabis sparks and the laughter flows. In this sunrise moment, the magic shows. Wake up with you, it's a beautiful start. The Cove's a place that's close to my heart. Each voice, each laugh, a melody true. Sunrise sessions wouldn't shine without you. Through every dawn, we've built this bond. A family of light stretching far and beyond. Rolling the herb, sharing the brew, like this feels sacred with you. The rhythm of life, gentle and kind, echoes in hearts with peace intertwined. Together we stand as the morning breaks. A sunrise with you is all it takes. Wake up with you, it's a beautiful start. The Cove's a place that's close to my heart. Each voice, each laugh, a melody true. Sunrise sessions wouldn't shine without you. Wake up with you, it's a beautiful start. The Cove's a place that's close to my heart. Each voice, each laugh, a melody true. Sunrise sessions wouldn't shine without you. Every smile you share, every story told, a treasure we hold, more precious than gold. You lift the light, you brighten the way. The Cove feels alive with you every day. Wake up with you, it's a beautiful start. The Cove's a place that's close to my heart. Each voice, each laugh, a melody true. Sunrise sessions wouldn't shine without you.
Fucking love all you guys. I hope all of you are having a wonderful, wonderful morning.
Damn, son,
I ain't
that's a
gonna
good
lie.
one.
It's like we just had like a cannabis fellowship there for a second.
I love it, bro. That's definitely
It
a
was
Sunday morning.
amazing.
Hey, good morning, Fabi. How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful morning. Good morning, Shayna. How are you? Hope you're having a wonderful morning. All right, morning update for Friday, January. Fuck, I almost did it again. Every morning, January 10th, not December 10th, 2020 something or another. Great dodgeball yesterday. Great turf wars last night. Let's fucking go. Our first turf wars was the Red Cobras versus the Russo family, and the Red Cobras won. Fuck yeah. 15 properties. Hashtag first placers. Our second match of the night was the Nightshade Brotherhood versus the Firehawk family, the classic Copsey versus Yurt. And the Nightshade Brotherhood won that. They were in third place. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And then our final match of the night was the White Tiger Syndicate versus the Falcon Navy Empire. And the White Tigers won. Man-Bear indeed did not go down last night. He kicked ass.
Respect.
Great. Thank you, everybody who watched the Dabbing with Dad's rerun last night. I'm very excited for that. It is a bit of a different concept than, the live shows, as like they can't respond back to you, but I always try to be in the comments and respond and interact. Much love to Matthew Cooper. That interview will be about 11, 12 o'clock this morning. It will be a different show, separate show. So that way it'll be on YouTube and in itself to be able to be rewatched or whatever the case may be. I'll tag it out, share it out, all of the above. This afternoon we got some marble racing. And then we're probably just going to hang out. I'm not 100% sure what the plan is, but tonight's the one and only basement brawl. So if you want some fucking knuckins, make sure you come out tonight and drop that hashtag brawl. I do want to remind everybody, please go over, if you are not, make sure that you are giving the one and only Kelsey Dabbs, the Dabber Chick, a like and a follow. We are trying to get her to break that 1K, and all of your help helps so much. Also, the one and only Magic down there did drop a brand new album on Wednesday, so please go over to all of his platforms, check it out, share it out, like it out. It all helps a little. It all helps every little bit. In other news, the Cove-TV page is back up and running. This morning, we are live on the Cove-TV page and on the Cove-TV page. So if you are seem like you're missing comments and we're talking to other people, it is because we are live on a couple on the two Facebooks. Hey, good morning, D. How are you? Hope you're having a wonderful morning. So we'll do the morning show this morning and tomorrow morning on both pages. Sunday morning, we will revert just back to the Cove TV page. Much love, Copsy. Thank you so much, man. It's been great. I'm so glad. The timing of it worked out perfectly. I'm not even going to lie. So, I'm going to go with Man-Bear Magic. Anything to add?
1 minute out. Final countdown.
Oh, shit. Bill, you would be our next Getting Stoned order. Do you want to drop that word, friends? It would be Bill. It would be Bill. It would be Bill. Yep, it would be Bill. If you want to drop that word, friends, we'll be ready for 420. Make sure you're packing up, loading up, grinding up, heating up. I said lighten up. I can't say lighten up. Not supposed to be lighten up yet. I always fuck that up. It is 420. Happy 420, everybody. 1 minute. Well, 1 second. There's no worries. No rush, Bill. We're not all waiting on you. No, I'm just kidding, bro. I fucking love you, Bill. I'm so sorry.
Bill, where are you at?
Can Bill Anderson please report to Cove TV?
We need Bill Anderson in the smoke room of Cove TV. Paging Bill Anderson. Bill! We got an HR meeting. You're 1 minute late.
All right, we got our friends in. I can switch it if I have to grab it halfway through the song. Here we go. Cheers, everybody. Much love.
Smoke weed every day.
Cheers, everybody. No worries at all, Bill. I liked you're a little late. You're never late, bro. You're just early for later. And as a matter of fact, since you're early for later, this afternoon I want you to put the word friends in. Because the Cove always does all the getting stoned words. But you get friends because you're not fucking late, bro. You're just early for this afternoon. No worries. No, I didn't know. We're all
we just goofing on you, man. We just goofing on you, man. We just funny motherfuckers in the morning, man. We love you, Bill.
I would not say I'm funny, but I laugh at myself.
Hey, you know one thing I've always heard, man? You should laugh at yourself at least 4 times a week, man. It's good for your soul.
At least 4.
At least. I laugh at myself probably 4 times a fucking day, man. 4 times a week. Yo,
Right.
Oh, man.
Man, my wife
very
got
mild.
me this like butter pecan coffee. I ain't
Yeah.
never had it before. Dude, it's good.
Hey. See, like, we all do goofy shit. Like, I don't know what that means, Vicki, but I love it. Oh, you guys are so amazing. You guys make my morning every morning, and I love it. I hope you guys truly know how happy I am and amazing. I think it's amazing to hang out with you guys every morning.
Autocorrect strikes again.
For real. Oh, man. And never beat the eating bowels of cereal for breakfast.
No, I don't know about that. Circus.
That was a real thing that happened. I'm not going to name any names, but that was a real comment we got one morning.
No, the conversation between me and Cove-TV was I went to auto talk to text and it said circus a lot. Like instead of circus, it said circus a lot. That was the bad one.
Circus.
Yeah.
Well, it's like the double nuts, Brad. It used to say double nuts, Brad.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Double or gold when we were
right
after Basement Brawl, he was Golden Nuts Brad.
Yeah.
And now he's Double Dice Brad. I don't know how people come up with Mrs. Smoker being a real one. I don't know why that happened. I just I was in the comments one day and I was just like hashtag Mrs. Smoker is the real one, and it just stopped from there.
It's stuck.
Hey, what up, Jogger
Hey,
Lady?
the runner. We got a runner.
Double Dice Brad. I don't know why that stuck. I just started calling him Double Dice Brad one day, and it goes from there. Hey, what up? Well, I'm not sure how I feel about that situation that just happened, but okay.
That guy's totally following that chick, right?
I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, no, right? Like she ran by and then he ran by quicker. She got headphones on. Look behind you, bitch! Fuck, there's some guy running after you. It's all she's like, I just got a feeling. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Those fucking drifting videos, what people think I listen to, fucking what I actually listen to, that's the best shit, man.
I'm super excited for the sun to peek over the clouds. I do have another new song that I want to show you guys before the Stay in History. This is a super fun one. So Amber was giving me shit one day about doing being a Cove musical. So here we go.
Yesterday's gone, let the smoke drift high. The Cove's your haven, touch the sky. The road ahead, it is calling your name. Every spark lights a brighter flame. The climb may be steep, but the view is gold. With every puff, the story's retold. You're moving mountains, breaking the chain. In the Cove, we rise through joy and pain. Feel the beat, it's a spark in your chest. Cove-TV mornings, bring out your best. The echoes of doubt fade into the night. The future is glowing, your path's in the light. Don't look back now, the world's yours to take. Rise with the rhythm, feel the ground shake. Pack it, spark it, let your heart ignite. Forward's the way, chase the endless light. spark in your chest. Cove TV mornings bring out your best. The echoes of doubt fading into the night. The future is glowing, you're passing the light. Don't look back now, the world's yours to take. Rise with the rhythm, feel the ground shake. Pack it, spark it, let your heart ignite. Forward's the way, chase the endless light. Don't look back now, the world's yours to take. Rise with the rhythm, feel the ground shake. Pack it, spark it, let your heart ignite. Forward's the way, chase the endless light.
It
Yeah.
reminds me ish of Stomp.
Yeah. Hey, Stomp was awesome. Stomp was one of the best
shit.
shows.
Stomp was the
shit.
coolest shit. I don't give a fuck. Okay.
I don't care who you are. If you ever get a chance to see any kind of live show or play, go do it, man. It beats the theater. It beats all them Netflix, man. I've been to 2 plays in my life, and it was some of the best experiences of my life. I went to Phantom of the Opera and Oliver Twist.
You want to leave and come back real quick? Your audio's cutting
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're waiting for Man-Bear. I'm going to get this day in history ready. We'll play one more song. Let's do... This is a good one.
The morning sun climbs through the sky, golden hues where the waters lie. Coffee steaming, a gentle breeze. This is the calm life's meant to be. Feel the sand beneath your feet, the ocean rhythm soft and sweet. Take a breath, let the world fade slow. Start this morning, let your spirit glow. Smoke a little something with me. Feel the warmth by the endless sea. The waves roll in, the day feels fine. Start your morning, leave the grind behind. The salty breeze fills the air with ease. Palm trees sway with the ocean's tease. A quiet joy, no rush, no race. Each moment feels like a warm embrace. Roll it up, light it slow. Let the worries fade, let the kindness grow. The world is brighter, just wait and see. This is the morning for you and me. Smoke a little something with me. Feel the warmth by the endless sea. The waves roll in, the day feels fine. Start your morning, leave the grind behind. Smoke a little something with me. Feel the breeze by the endless sea. The waves roll in, the day feels fine. Start your morning, leave the grind behind. Something with me. Feel the breeze by the endless sea. The waves roll in, the day feels fine. Start your morning, leave the grind behind. Smoke a little something with me. Feel the breeze by the endless sea. The waves roll in, the day feels fine. Start your morning, leave the grind behind. Smoke a little something with me. Feel the breeze by the endless sea. The waves roll in, the day feels fine. Start your morning, leave the grind behind.
Hey, what up, Waxy? How are you, man? Hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful morning. Much love. I'm super excited for music. That's it. That's all I got. Just black.
Hey, I got ears, so music works. I got ears, so it works.
New music.
Go ahead. What's that, man?
I said some new music.
New music. New music.
I already got that on TV. Let's start in minutes.
Yeah, 7 minutes. We're gonna get on to our next minutes. Yeah.
Like 13 minutes.
Yeah, we got about to our next segment, and then we'll get on to our next segment, which is
Oh,
about
real, bro. I keep the time slots pretty like same-ish, but with a lot of flexibility, if that makes any sense. Bro, for real, if anybody's in the I can't remember exactly what part of Missouri, but Waxy is helping open a cannabis RV club type of a deal.
Wow.
Well, I know they opened or whatever, but yeah, it's like an RV park and a bar, but not a bar. It's like a cannabis lounge. Dude. I could be wrong. Please, Waxy, I'm glad that you're in the comments. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's been a while since we've actually sat and bullshitted, but I know that you've been crazy fucking busy.
So I've been to a cannabis type bar.
There it is.
It was a dab bar. It was dope.
Absolutely. Dude, check it out. And check out Cannabis, like this. Rollo. I thought it was Rollo. Or unless she's like Rollo's really good. There's Rollo, right?
What?
Waxy's in Missouri.
Oh.
It's a huge bar we turned into a cannabis. Massive joint.
That's funny. Yeah, that dab bar I went to was sick. It's like you go into a bar, only on the bar there's just e-rigs set up, just fucking dab rigs set up, and you just click a button, turn them on, sit there, and fucking. They're smart too. They got paper towel at the end of the counter for the dab sweats, because after a couple of dabs, fucking, we just got there and fucking, it was so dope. It's literally like a bar just with dabs. There's a lot of reading.
It says Cove-TV.
Oh, okay.
Cannabis.com. Check it out. It's wild. It's like THC drink. All right. Well, actually, you're in time for your favorite segment, bro. It's the Stay in History with Vicki Bowers. All right. Here we go, everybody. Much love. Go ahead, Magic.
I said I love Vicki Bowers.
I love the Stay in History.
Yes.
All right. Here we go. Wrong fucking button. Huh? I just totally removed myself. Here we go.
What?
Good morning, afternoon, or middle of the night, wherever you are. As I record today's episode, it's currently sleeting on top of about a 1/4 inch of snow on top of more sleet. So we're under a winter storm warning here in North Texas. And I know that some of the more northern states and latitudes might say, you call that a storm? But we're not geared for it here. So I'm going to get this episode recorded, probably with minimal editing, and get it up and get it uploaded so I don't have to worry about it. That said, today we'll be looking at some fascinating moments from the past, uncovering the meaning behind an intriguing word, and celebrating one of music's most iconic collaborations. January 10th is a historically significant day indeed, so let's step back in time to explore just how this day shaped history, language, and culture. Hi there, and welcome to This Day in History for January 10th. January 10th is, of course, the 10th day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, with 355 days remaining to the end of the year, most years, or 356 if it happens to be a leap year. And I realize that the heater just came on. My apologies for that background noise, but I'm not willing to turn it off today. Today's word is cove. Cove is usually a noun. It can also be a verb. As a noun, a cove might be a geographical feature, such as a small sheltered bay or inlet, often surrounded by cliffs or hills. A cove may be a recess or small indentation, such as in a wall or a ceiling. In architecture, a cove may be a concave molding or arched section where a wall meets a ceiling. As a verb, cove basically means to make or create a cove. The word cove comes to us from Middle English, Proto-Germanic before that, and there's also a reference to Old Norse. Wherever we see it, there's a theme of a hollow space, shelter, or sheltered place. First known use of the word cove goes back to before the 1100s, but we really begin to see it in about the 1300s. Cove. The word cove was suggested for word of the day by YouTube viewer at Cove-TV 2024. Thanks, guys. And if you have a word you'd like us to look into, drop it in the comments and we'll check it out. And with that, a few days ago, on January 7th in the year 49 BC, the Roman Senate had declared that Julius Caesar would be declared public enemy unless he disbanded his army. Guess what? He didn't do that. Instead, that declaration signaled to Caesar's supporters to go support him. And on January 10th in the year 49 BC, Caesar and his forces crossed the Rubicon, which is at that time the northernmost border of Italy, entering Italy from Gaul, heading for Rome. A civil war followed, and Caesar's victory ensured that he would not be punished for this defiance. And so, the Roman Empire began its transition from a republic being ruled by the Senate to an empire with an emperor. The thing about it is that an empire can really benefit its people if it has a good emperor. The other side of that coin is that a bad emperor, or a series of bad emperors like they would later experience with Nero, Caligula, and the first 3 emperors in the year of 4 emperors, bad emperors can be devastating to an empire in so many ways. But it all started with the crossing of the Rubicon. Speaking of defiant individuals whose actions changed history, we've mentioned Thomas Paine before and his writings. He was an English-born American founding father, and he inspired the patriots of 1776 with his writings. He had come to America 2 years earlier, just before the battles of Lexington and Concord. And while Britain and the colonies were still at odds and had been for a while, the full idea of an actual full-blown independence had not quite been fully entertained just yet. Thomas Paine found that the people in the American colonies seemed to have some sort of mindless loyalty to Britain, even though they were being so badly put upon, to the point that he surmised that people could have been led with a thread and governed by a reed. And on January 10th, 1776, he published anonymously a 47-page pamphlet called Common Sense. The gist of it was a serious look at the question, what does the ideal government look like? And a persuasive argument to leave England's monarchic model of government in favor of a republic directly elected by the people. This little pamphlet was wildly popular. It's estimated that it sold around 500,000 copies in its first year. Common Sense by Thomas Paine. A day before yesterday was David Bowie's birthday, and as I mentioned then, he passed away 2 days after his 69th birthday in 2016. So today let's talk about a song associated with him, Under Pressure. Under Pressure was written by Roger Taylor, Freddie Mercury, David Bowie, John Deacon, and Brian May, and recorded in studio in the summer of 1981, released as a single in the fall of that year. Under Pressure was played live at every Queen concert from its release in 1981 until 1986 when Queen stopped touring. Under Pressure has been covered by other bands, featured in movies, and sampled in works by other artists. It's often called one of the best songs by David Bowie and Queen, and is considered one of the best songs of all time. Interestingly, the music video does not include Queen or David Bowie, as they each had scheduling conflicts. So the video had to be done before they were either one going to be available. That said, I think the music video for Under Pressure amazingly depicts the concept, and indeed it is counted among the 100 greatest music videos of all time. Under Pressure by Queen and David Bowie. Link in the description. And there we have it. This day in history for January 10th. From Julius Caesar's bold crossing of the Rubicon to Thomas Paine's revolutionary pamphlet Common Sense and the timeless magic of Under Pressure by David Bowie and Queen. Today's stories remind us how courage, creativity, and occasionally defiance can echo through the ages. Until next time, take care and stay curious. And I think that's going to do it for us today. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Feel free to share this video with a link in your email, messaging, or social media. If you enjoy this series, you can check out the playlist that contains these videos. I'll put a link to that in the description. That playlist lives on YouTube, so for other platforms, I'll include a link to my blog page. It's called No Really. You can also find me on Rumble, BitChute, and Odyssey. All those links in that description. Alrighty, that's all I can think of right now. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.
Much love, Vicki Bowers. That's so dope. Thank you so much for everything that you do with the Cove. If you are not, please make sure you're subscribed to her YouTube. Make sure you're following This Day in History by Vicki Bowers on Facebook.
She's everywhere.
She's everywhere, absolutely. And we super appreciate This Day in History every morning. It's so dope being able to actually sit and watch it. It's amazing. And for real, like they've gotten so, like they're just like, I feel like they're so much better. Like everyone's better. Everyone's better.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah. And my stoner ass brain, Silos Garcia, I hope you're safe out there, man. Stay safe, brother. I saw you live last night, man. Sorry I didn't hang around too long. Just everyone out there, stay safe. I know it's crazy times.
Yes, good morning, Silos. I'm so sorry we got high and we were doing things. And, I hope you're having a wonderful morning. Good morning, Brittany. I don't know if I missed you. Good morning, Chance. I hope you're having a wonderful morning. Good morning, Trista. How are you? I hope you are having a wonderful morning. And good morning to anybody that may or may not have missed. I'm super sorry.
Chance, you got green crack.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. Chance, you got green crack buds. Now you got Man-Bear jealous because green crack, if it's real, true green crack, was one of my favorite strains of all time. It's got that smacky smack. I love it.
Smackalicious smack.
Smackalicious.
I'm very excited for today. The Matthew Cooper interview will be anywhere from like 11 to noon Eastern time. He's gonna get set up at the hosted cloud. Oh, that was a good wave. And they're gonna use his internet, and then or he's gonna use their internet. Sorry, not high as shit. Too many nose dabs this morning, but not enough nose dabs this morning. Never enough nose dabs. Yeah, well, it's fucking crazy. Hey, good morning, Lynn, number 18. How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful morning.
392 in the house. Is 395.5 sleeping? 399.5.
399. Yeah, it was funny during one of the songs. She had a big enough stretch, and like it was so loud. I looked over and I was like, "Damn!" Like she's all sprawled out on the bed though. Yeah, I'm very, very excited for today. What has everybody else got going on today? Magic, I know you said you were when you messaged me this morning, we were messaging back and forth. You're like, I'm getting ready to go in the studio, and I was like, no fucking way. What up, dude? I was like, come to the morning show then.
Yeah.
So what do you got going on today, man?
Man, I literally finished this awesome new song real quick, like Metaphorical Menace. Anybody who has ever listened to my music knows that I dig on the mental health awareness, mental health support. I deal with PTSD. I deal with schizophrenia, depression, anxiety. I have ADHD, and I know I'm not the only one. So Metaphorical Menace is basically my ascension out of the darkness, so that way I can enjoy and reclaim my life,
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, good morning, Barbara. How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful morning.
It's Bob. Okay, so funny story. Barb used to come over and hang out.
Oh,
And
dope.
we would never have blunt shells. And we're like, hey, you got a shell? And she would throw out like 20 packs of freaking blunt shells on the table. So I just started calling her Bob's Bodega.
That's fucking dope. All right, let's do a smoke song and we'll see where we're at with our morning. And I love that you were talking about mental health stuff because I don't care what anybody fucking says out there. You fucking matter because, well, you matter to us.
Each step you take, you're carving a way through highs and lows. You brighten the day. The world's a stage, and you're the star. No matter the distance, you've come so far.
You're stronger than you think, brighter than you know. Through every storm you've learned to grow. Every moment, every choice you make shapes the world and the path we take. The mirror reflects a soul so true. A light in the dark, yes, that's you. Rise above, let your spirit stay. You matter more than words can say.
You matter, you shine like the sun at dawn. Through the night, your light keeps moving on. You matter, you glow like the stars above. You matter, you're the spark of love. Every tear, every smile you show paints the canvas where your colors glow. The world feels lighter when you're near. You're the reason for hope, the end of fear. Lift your head, feel the rhythm inside. The heartbeat of life, a rising tide. Each day's a gift, your story's unique. You're the power, the strength we seek.
Don't forget you're a force so rare. A wave of energy we all share. Keep moving forward, let your soul ignite. You matter, you're the guiding light. You matter, you shine like the sun at dawn. Through the night, your light keeps moving on. You matter, you glow like the stars at dawn. You matter, you're the spark of love.
All right, Magic. So I got something cool to show you. Oh, I gotta pause that. Ah, wrong button.
What up, Man-Bear?
He pushing the damn wrong buttons. You can't be giving you shit about pushing the wrong damn buttons when he's like, I'm pushing the wrong damn buttons all morning. But Magic, you
Yes.
do it once,
Yeah, I
you
do.
get shit from everybody.
Okay, so I know I've told you a lot about like MIDI files, Magic, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so like let's go LP. Aha. I'm gonna go here. We'll go with like G minor. We'll go slap house. Okay, so I've got all these chords here, right? And I got them in different rhythms and stuff here. Okay, so I'm gonna drag this out of the way. So this is Mixcraft. I've talked about Mixcraft before. It's like one of the best softwares I've ever fucking used. So I'm just going to drag. Oh no, I lost my folder. Okay. This guy over here. Oh. All right, we'll grab this one. This one's got. Do you know what, like, key velocity means? Like, how hard you hit the key? So, like,
Yes.
we talk about, like, I talk about different instruments and shit like that. So this one is pianissimo, is like the best fucking piano you can find. Oh, it's muted. You can go in, like, concert hall grand piano. Okay.
So does it have it set up like on my keyboard? I use like the ASDFGHJKL, and that's pretty much my keyboard.
Yeah. Okay, so then I can take this and go like so. But see, it's way hella low. So, like, let's go. I'm going to move this out of the way real quick. We're going to grab this, and I want to grab everything but the bass line, which is always your fucking bottom bottom octave notes. We're going to go up an octave. D. That's way better. Okay, so now that I've got all this grabbed, I can just kick it into a rhythm. So, like, let's go zoom way in, and, like, I just want to go, like that. Something like that. I don't fucking know. Oh, no, it didn't do it. Oh, that's why.
That's when you can move them up and down and around to change the tone, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then I'll go like, that's just a real simple rhythm like this. Ah, why is it doing that? Oh, okay. Ah. Muddy Trucker. So, like, if I hold down the control button, my control key, I can grab these notes while still grabbing these notes. And I'm just going to drag these out just so. And then we got, well, I don't know how it's going to sound, but. And then, like, your melody is always going to come from your top notes. So then you can fuck with these. So, like,
You ever use one of these?
But yeah, I have a MIDI keyboard. They're dope.
Oh my goodness, like, this thing is so fun. Mad was made on this thing.
Or I can just, like, take and, like, this is on automatic rhythm it's already going to give me. That's dope.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, just grab a fucking 4/4 kick, bro, for real. And then you can just. That's just like the first 4/4 kick I grabbed, but it's got. Oh.
Man, is it just me? Is it just me, or did anyone else kind of start rapping to some of that? I was thinking, like, I don't know. I keep listening to these songs. It's like, always underestimated. Like, I don't know. There's this one song I've listened to it. I don't know. I got to get the right level of stone, man. We all need to get really baked and just hang out in the studio and fuck around. Because when I get to a certain level of baked, I turn into Man-Bear Eminem. and I'm not even kidding. But I gotta be like an eighth in or something like that. You know, I gotta be that Wiz Khalifa kind of high.
Yeah,
But I don't get stoned and stupid. I get stoned and happy and start thinking, you know what, everything else fades away, and I just start thinking about music and shit. Just, you know, it comes to you sometimes, but I don't get there unless I can sit down and smoke a bag.
So then I just grabbed another. So it matters a lot. Like this is, I can change this to fucking. This is the beats per minute. How fast or slow the song is. So Mixcraft knows it reads. Okay, this is in 128 beats per minute. So it's gonna automatically slow it down. Same with this one. So like I just grabbed this clap loop. Yeah, that's super simple. And then I know that this is in, I want to say fucking, what key was it?
Oh, yeah.
G minor.
I might have that melody stuck in my head. Oh,
yeah, bro.
I already got a paragraph written. To that, man. I was like, fuck it, just vibing, man.
So then I'm going to go up. So Ghost Hack is a great, great sample company. And let me see what we got here. So I just got to be in either B flat major or G minor because it's got to fucking be in the same. Oh, hey, we can.
You know, we like
random ass
around
percussion here. I don't know what the fuck this is.
You know,
like this one, it didn't recognize it, so it didn't. That's why it's all fucked up. So I'll just go like this and go like that. Oh, that's definitely not correct, but I know it's in 125 beats per minute. Boom shakalaka. Yeah, but that sounds really weird. So I don't like that. What up, Jeremy? How are you this morning, Box Man? What up, Coffin? I'm so sorry. I'm like fucking with shits. I got super sidetracked.
Sorry, guys.
He's tits deep in the music. Don't mind him. It's a good.
Yeah.
I just want to find a good synth in G minor.
Come on, music stuff. Work with the Beans here. He's being good to you. He's sharing knowledge. That's one of my favorite lines ever. Yo, Magic. One of my favorite lines ever, man. If you have children, man, this is one that like hit me so hard. I don't chase dreams anymore. I feed them to my children. I was like, yeah, dog. I was like, that's good, man. I like that.
Oh, here we go. I don't know. This is a MIDI note. All right, so we're gonna get some synth on this shit.
Told you, once I start rolling doobies, I don't fucking stop.
The Glass Viper's dope, bro. So you can get all into fucking with all sorts of shit, but I'm just gonna keep it simple-ish. Nope.
Fucking some kind of weird alien shit, man. I mean, we don't hate it, just alien shit. Yeah. It's the galactic rap.
I don't want to do that yet.
Beats from the stars in the skies, no clap.
We'll do our morning figure shortly. I'm so sorry, everybody.
No, he's not. He's like, I do a music.
Yes, we are here in We Two Heroes. That'd be anywhere from 11 a.m. to 12 noonish. Okay, I gotta stop, you guys. I gotta fucking stop. Jesus Christ.
Stop the music.
Yeah, I get super dope inside.
He's giddy. He's like, I can show other people music stuff.
I get so into that shit. So anyway, Magic MIDI files is where it's at, bro. I could even take that fucking arpeggio and put it on an electric guitar and like. All right, we'll do that real quick, and then we'll do our morning. We'll figure out what we're doing. But I'm gonna go over here and just change that glass viper to ample guitars. That's where it's at. Fucking banjo in this bitch, but we're gonna go with the metal Eclipse. I don't know where it went.
See, that's the way that Twitch set up this other computer for me. I just haven't had a chance to get in there and mess with it. Now that we got this snow out here and I'm actually able to mess with it, heck yeah.
All right, here we go.
Excited.
And even like it's so simple, like I could just take this and we're gonna like cut this right here and just go back up to the normal octave. So a little change makes a big difference. I'm not the morning speaker today. That's usually bad news, bro. For real. If I'm like, I'm the morning speaker this morning, it's like, oh, fuck, what happened? That's a real thing.
So basically, Beans, what you're trying to say is size matters. If a small change can make a big difference, size matters. Oh.
There's lots of, like, for real, music theory teaches you so much. I can't play, like, I do not know, like, sheet music. I can't read sheet music, but, like, I can't play the piano. But, like, I know music theory. No, but I have musical, like, so, like, the guitar I switch to, like, there's turntables. I could switch, like, turntables and do kind of cool shit with that. But it's more a lot of sound effects type
Okay,
shit.
so, hey, Beats, you can type on a keyboard without looking at your keyboard, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you just start learning sheet music, it's kind of like that. I mean, like, I when someone told me one letter, I was like, shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
They're like, no, because when they show you where the one note is, then you can literally, like, I was like, oh, man, I'm a fucking idiot. Like, when you realize where the one E note is on sheet music, you're like, shut up. Because it's so easy. After you see where the E note is, you can read sheet music after that. I'm sorry, you can't.
All right. We'll play a song, and then we'll let's do our back-to-back track check, and then we'll do our morning speaker. Go ahead, Man-Bear.
Do something nice for a stranger today.
Yo, it's a new day, time to shine that light. Do something good, make the world feel right. From the Rockies to the lakes, under sky so blue. Man-Bear's got the love and it's all for you. Help a stranger, flash a smile their way. A little kindness can make their day. In this big old world, be the best you can. Man-Bear's got the plan, lend a hand, my man. Be yourself, ain't no one like you. You're rare, you're bold, and you're shining through. Spread that love, make someone's day. Man-Bear's wisdom shows the way. From snowy peaks to skies so clear. Kind words and vibes we all should hear. Stay cool, stay kind, let the good vibes grow. Be the change in the world that we all want to know. Hey! North where the spirit stays strong. We roll with love, keep the groove lifelong. Hold the door, share a laugh, it's simple and true. We're all in this together, me and you. Grab your boots and your toque, let your heart take the lead. Every small action plants a kindness seed. Stay real to yourself, let the kindness shine. Man-Bear's here to say, the future's divine. Be yourself, ain't no one like you. You're rare, you're bold, and you're shining through. Spread that love, make someone's day. Man-Bear's wisdom shows the way. From snowy peaks to skies so clear. Kind words and vibes we all should hear. Stay cool, stay kind, let the good vibes grow. Be the change in the world that we all want to know. Wave that flag, red and white, so clean. We're sparking change, building the dream team. Man-Bear says keep pushing, lift up the crew. Be yourself, ain't nothing truer than you. So clean, we're sparking change, building the dream team. Man-Bear says keep pushing, lift up the crew. Be yourself, ain't nothing truer than you. Be yourself, ain't nothing truer than you. breath, let this message guide. Man-Bear's words like a beacon inside. Do your thing, let your true self shine. One act of love at a time divine. Take a breath, let this message guide. Man-Bear's words like a beacon inside. Do your thing, let your true self shine. One act of love at a time divine.
Much love, everybody. Here we go. Don't forget, take a breath. It makes a difference.
Hey, take a moment, the world can't wait. Feel the rhythm, let go of the weight. Your strength runs deep, it's always been there. Breathe it in, feel the love in the air. Each step you take is a brand new start. Beanz says you've got the fire in your heart. Lift yourself up, wipe off the dust. In your own strength you can trust. Beanz says just take a breath, just for you. Feel the peace as it carries through. Life's a wave, let it lift you high. Each moment glows like the morning sky. Breathe it in, let the calm reside. Find your strength, let it amplify. You're enough and your heart is true. Beanz says just take a breath, just for you. The sun is rising, your soul ignites. Feel the energy reach new heights. Challenges fade, your strength will grow. You've got the courage, let it show. Beanz says stand tall, let the world see the beauty and strength that's in you and me. Every breath's a step toward the light. You're the spark that shines so bright. Beanz says just take a breath, just for you. Feel the peace as it carries through. Life's a wave, let it lift you high. Each moment glows like the morning sky. Breathe it in, let the calm reside. Find your strength, let it amplify. You're enough and your heart is true. Beanz says just take a breath, just for you. Just for you.
Much love. I was scrolling back through the comments. Good morning, Dreadhead. I'm so sorry, man. I was in the zone. Oh shit, that's dope, Coffin. Yes, I want to say they'll be in Cleveland or whatever at Tattoo and Cannabis Convention. That's probably not the right name at all.
It was cannabis tattoos was the, I think it was the main thing, but yeah. And they're in Cleveland.
Oh, what up, Magic?
Huh?
Oh, I didn't know. I thought you said something. You're good. No worries.
4 minutes out.
Oh shit.
I'll
All
kind of
right.
keep rolling.
This morning's morning
rolling.
speaker will do a Dr. Scott.
Oh, really? I like that guy, man.
I like this guy too. He's cool.
Okay. All right, cool.
All right, here we go,
I never
everybody.
thought of it. Cool beans.
Hi, my name is Scott, and I used to be the most miserable man in the world. I know I probably don't come across that way right now, maybe even to such a degree that that doesn't seem like a plausible or believable statement, but I promise you it was true. There was a long period of time in my life when I hated everything and everyone around me. I resented being alive, and I hated myself most of all. The vast majority of my hate was actually just directed at me, but I tended to externalize it and attribute it to school and family and everyone around me and just the stupid world in general. There were many reasons that I felt the way that I did. And I probably still haven't unraveled every little thread that caused my life to turn so dramatically and so negatively. But I know looking back on that period of time now, although there were many things happening that were not my fault and were not within my control, as I suspect there probably are for you. Some of it, I don't know the exact ratio, some of it, with the benefit of hindsight, was my fault. There were absolutely things that I was doing to keep me stuck and trapped in that negative, hateful, dysfunctional mindset. I did some of it to myself, not on purpose, not knowingly. I got caught up in some bad mental habits and I didn't know how to get out of them. And they ruined a large portion of my life. One of the biggest problems that I had is that I was so incredibly rigid, perfectionistic, even really, about what I would consider to have been a good day. My standards for a good day were so shockingly high during this period of time in my life that I maybe had like one good day a quarter, like maybe if I was lucky. So, what is a quarter? Like 90 days? 89 out of 90 days, awful, garbage, hated it, would not repeat, wished it would just end. That was my narrative for years and years and years of life. Some of the reason I felt I had some valid reasons. There were some very real problems that I was facing in my life. Don't get me wrong. And again, I am sure that's true for you. Do not hear this as me saying you're doing it to yourself, but you might be making it worse accidentally. And I hope to.
Good morning, Sandra. How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful morning. We're just hanging out doing our Cove-TV morning speaker, Dr. Scott, this morning.
Bring your awareness to that today, because I believe that every single one of us internally and implicitly has some sort of a classification or definition system for what we would consider to be a good day. I mean, you have to, right? Because you would you or would you not say you have good days and bad days? I don't know what your ratio is, but if you know that you have some days that you consider good and some days that you consider bad, then you must have some sort of definition that allows you to classify some days that go over here and some days go over here. And some of the items that you consider essential, some of your requirements for a good day might actually be ruining your life. I know they were for me. I call this internal checklist system the happiness equation. It's all the dominoes that have to fall, all the boxes that must be checked for your mind to be able to say, you know what, today was a good day. And this matters immensely because if, like me, during the period of time I'm referencing, if you look back on your recent history and you see almost exclusively bad days, very little reason to have hope, optimism, reason to keep trying, it's very demoralizing. It seems like there's no point in trying. There's no point in putting time and energy into my life. There's no point in trying to better myself because no matter what I do, it seems like almost every day is awful. Maybe your definitions need to be modified a little bit because some of this, if we actually take the time to look at it and to really look at our classification systems, to really look at our requirements for what we consider to be a good day, they can be modified to some degree. And if modifying them causes you to change your appraisal of your frequency of good to bad days, that can change everything. If you start feeling like I'm actually having primarily good days, like more than 50% of my days are good, that's going to give you so much drive, so much motivation, maybe even some hope to really, really keep pushing on this journey. And so today I'm going to share with you the 4 tools that I've used in my own life to simplify and modify my happiness equation to go from being miserable 99% of the time to having mostly good days. The first step is probably a pretty obvious one. We have to make the subconscious conscious. We have to make the implicit explicit. In other words, you have to actually define, like in a way that anyone could look at and understand, what are your criteria for a good day? So the way I did this is I literally just I took a notebook and I wrote down everything. The easiest way to think of it is think of all the bad days you've had and what made them bad, because then the opposite of that is probably a requirement to have a good day, right? So my checklist for a good day used to be something along the lines of the weather was exactly between like 66 and 68 degrees, not too sunny because I hated the sun. No one looked at me weird. I didn't have any difficult classwork to do. I essentially had control over everything I did. I'm not going to even say the whole thing. It'll take me like 5 minutes to even tell you the whole thing. It was such a ridiculously long list of things that it almost never happened. But I wasn't consciously aware of that. So the first step is to make yourself consciously aware of what am I considering to be my requirements for a good day, and put it somewhere like so it exists outside of you. So you can physically look at it and examine it and think critically about it and start to ask some questions and potentially make some changes to it. That's the first step. Just list them. The second step is to look at this list you've created and ask yourself, is there anything on here that I am considering a requirement for me to have a good day that really has nothing to do with me at all? Something that is only relevant to the quality of my life because I have deemed it relevant, and there is nothing else connecting me to this thing. That was a little out there. So let me explain what I mean by that. I'll give you a few examples. Here's a recent example I saw. As many of you may know, I live in Iowa. And as some of you may know, the Iowa women's basketball team has been quite good the past 2 years, and they have made it to the NCAA championship game the past 2 years in a row. They also have lost the championship game the past 2 years in a row. And although I didn't personally watch those games, I know from talking to people and from social media that the fact that Iowa lost those games last year and this year ruined many people's day, maybe even many people's weeks or months. And although I do understand that being a sports fan can be fun, if your team winning a game, even a championship game, is a requirement for you to have a good day, well, you're going to end up having a lot of bad days that have absolutely nothing to do with you. Because those athletes don't know you, don't care about you, are probably trying their best. Like, I don't think they lost just to piss you off. That seems unlikely. And so if your happiness and the frequency of good to bad days is in the hands of people who are anonymous, impartial, and irrelevant to your life, or maybe you are to them, I guess, why does that need to be a bad day? Why do we want to create that as a requirement for us, for our lives to be satisfactory, for us to feel contentment? And I am not picking on sports fans because you see this all over the place. I know way more people whose days, weeks, or even months were ruined by the way Game of Thrones ended, or that thing we're not going to talk about that happened in The Last of Us 2, or I could go on and on and on. Pick any fandom. I don't care. I don't care if it's sports, gaming, anime, TV shows. You get so attached to something that has nothing to do with you, that is completely outside of you, and that you have no control over, to such a degree that it's going to ruin your day if it doesn't go the way you want it to. Well, that's a recipe for disaster. That's putting your quality of life in the hands of things that don't care about you, that don't know you. It's not going to go well for you. It's just not. And that's just one subset of examples. I could go on and on and on with examples here. But look at your list, or at least I'm not the boss of you. I'm just telling you what I did. I looked at my list and I realized there's a whole bunch of stuff on this list that only matters to me because I decided it matters. It doesn't actually do anything in my life. And when I took those things off my list, and that doesn't mean you have to stop watching sports. It doesn't mean you have to stop watching or playing video games. It means you have to stop making your happiness and your quality of life contingent upon the outcomes of those things. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying you have to ditch your hobbies. When I took those things off my list, it was so liberating. When I realized I don't have to like white knuckle every Vikings football game because that's a roller coaster. It changed everything for me. My list got so short. And the shorter your list gets, the more good days you're going to have. And the more good days you have, the more your motivation is going to be to continue to work, to continue to get better, to continue to make changes, because you're actually going to see some growth. You're actually going to see some progress. You're actually going to see some light at the end of the tunnel. And it's so stressful to try to check all these boxes every day, or even just get them checked, because some of them you don't even control. So eliminate anything from your list. I'm being the boss of you again. I eliminated everything from my list that was only on there because I decided it belonged on there. It had no other reason to be there. The third thing that I did is I created essentially a third column. So like when you have this happiness equation, you're saying, here are the things I need to have a good day. You're also essentially saying like anything not on this list is irrelevant to me. Either I need it or I don't care about it. At least that's how, again, my brain was very rigid, still is to some degree. Third thing I did was that I created a third category. And this category was preferences, things that I would like to be some certain way and will probably feel better if they end up being that way, but that ultimately I do not explicitly need to have a good day. And this is the best place for things that are still on your list that you cannot control. Example of this, I mentioned one earlier, the weather. The weather does affect my mood. I have a preferred temperature. I have a preferred, I don't know, cloudiness setting. I don't know what to call it, but you know what I mean. There is a way I would like the world to look and feel, and I feel better on those days. But I do not control that. And so if I make some certain weather conditions a requirement for me to have a good day, then I'm going to have a lot of bad days for no reason. This one is a little embarrassing, but you may have heard me talk about this before. Like one of my favorite things to do is to go fishing. And at some point I got it in my head when I was a teenager that like all these happy memories I had, fishing was like my one refuge from all the crap like that I was going through during this really, really dark period in my life. And one of the ways I was still able to stay connected with friends and family, and it was like my one bright light in my life. Might sound silly, but it was. Fishing was like, I don't know that I'd still be here without fishing. But all of my happy memories of fishing were of like the water being crystal clear and no wind, and me being able to just look down into the water and like see fish and sight fish, because it's something I loved doing when I was a kid. And so in my adolescence, when I was trying to turn to fishing as like my getaway from all the school and all the social pressure and my mental health struggles, and I wake up and it'd be windy and it'd be like go on a swearing tirade about how stupid wind is and there's no reason for wind to exist and wind ruins everything. And I'm not kidding. Like I'm not being hyperbolic about this. And maybe your thing isn't wind, but you might have something like this. You might have something that you would rather it be some certain way, but you don't control it. And although you prefer it, you can be okay without it. So that's the next step, is to take some things from this equation that are currently considered a requirement by your mind and say, these are preferences. I would like them to happen. I would like them to go this way, but I'm not willing any longer to make these things a requirement for me to file this day away as a good day at the end of the day, because I am having far too many bad days and I really, really need to change my ratio. I really need to break this cycle and get out of this stuck place that I'm in. And the fourth thing that I did, this one is the most recent addition that I've made to my own internal happiness equation. The remainder, which hopefully is just a few things. I mean, like, I think mine's probably about 5 things at this point. If you can get it down to just, there's really only a few things that I need every day to make me happy. And it's probably never going to be zero. I mean, if for no other reason, then there are biological necessities, right? Like a lot of mine revolve around sleeping and eating. There is a certain way, like I need to get a certain amount of sleep, I need to eat in a certain way, or I don't have a good day, even if I really want to, because my brain won't let me because it doesn't work right. So the last thing that I've done is I work on really prioritizing checking those boxes as early as possible every day. And at this point, I've actually structured my life in such a way that all of them except nutrition, because you cannot meet all of your nutritional goals in one meal. I do everything on my checklist before I even go to work. Like in the first 2 hours of my day, that's when I do all of my most essential things. So that by the time I go to work, or if it's a weekend, basically by the time, the rest of my family's up and moving around and doing stuff, I've pretty much already locked in today's going to be a good day because I followed my sleep hygiene plan. I ate a good breakfast. I got physical activity in. I went outside and I had some personal development time. That's basically my equation at this point in my life. And if I check all those boxes, those are really the only things I need. And the previous 20, 25 other items that were once a part of this equation either have been removed entirely because I realized they had nothing to do with me and didn't actually matter in my life, or I've shifted them to the preference column. There are still certain things that I would like to go some certain way every single day, but I'm not willing to martyr myself anymore. I'm not willing to treat my own life like it's terrible because my preferences aren't being met, because that doesn't punish the world. That doesn't change the world. That doesn't show everyone and everything else how stupid they are for not understanding your values and the way you think things should be. All it does is it makes you miserable. That's the only outcome. And that's not a desirable outcome. That's a terrible outcome for you. It was a terrible outcome for me. And I wasn't doing it on purpose. I wasn't doing it knowingly. But when I look back on this period of time in my life, I think that if I had understood this then, it could have been much different because there were so many things. This equation had gotten so bloated and just unnecessarily drawn out that it was almost impossible. It was almost impossible for all those dominoes to ever fall on the same day. And that's one of the biggest reasons why I hated my life for so long, because I had created arbitrary and mostly unimportant requirements for the way I thought the world should work and the way I thought my life should work. And the world didn't care. Big shocker, right? It doesn't. It won't. You're not going to teach it a lesson by being miserable all the time. You're not going to spite it by saying, "Hey, I'm not gonna enjoy my life because you're stupid and you're structured wrong." Again, like I still kind of feel that way. Like I sympathize with that. But don't ruin your own life just because you don't like how other people do things or how agencies or school systems are set up. Don't sabotage your future to try to prove a point to people that aren't listening to you and don't care about you. It will only hurt you. Try to make that equation as short as possible and try to make it as much as is possible things that are within your control. Things that whether they happen or don't is going to be on you. And then do them. Do them as well as possible, as soon in the day as possible. Don't prioritize other things over them if they are truly your most fundamental, most important parts of your life. And if you do all of those things, I believe it is possible to have mostly good days, which is something I never would have believed in before. It can be done. I am doing it. I hope that you can do it too. I believe in you. Take care, and I will see you next time.
That was dope. I fucking loved that one so much. Yes. What up, Smoka? Good morning, man. I'll be having a wonderful morning. Like you cannot let other people affect your morning or your day for real. I mean, like people are going people. You just gotta you. Go ahead, Man-Bear or Magic.
What up, Smoker? Good morning, brother. Good morning, everybody else. But yeah, dude, I resonate with that so much. Sometimes you do get caught up with how other people's stuff will mess with you. Like
Yeah.
You forget about what's most important, because if you don't try to keep yourself somewhat straight line, you're still going to have curves.
Oh, absolutely.
But
you have to have a bad day. And like I've always said this, like if I met somebody and they were like, I've never had a bad day, I don't know what sadness is, blah, 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 I'd be like, get the fuck away from me, you psychopathic person. Like, for real psychopathic, like that scares me. That's a real fear of mine. That's super weird.
Super weird.
Super
All right,
weird.
so as always, I always write something down that like the speaker said, and then what I take from it, because I noticed that a lot of the time I feel like I'm just copying. You know when you're like copying stuff out of a book, so I'm like taking like out of Webster's like exactly what they said. I like how he listed 4 things, and the first and most important thing I'm going to talk about is limit your options when you're going for things. Don't give yourself 25 different options to do in a day's time. It's not that you can't get that done, but when you have too many options, it literally breeds anxiety, which breeds depression, which leads you to just sitting back down and not doing anything, and which breeds a bad day. So you need to limit your options in when you're making these lists. And I like how he talked about making a list of things that are preferences and not requirements, which is such a good thing. I wrote down like 3 times, because they're preferences, meaning they're things that you want, and requirements are things that you physically need.
Ooh.
People always talk about taking a mental health day. As far as I'm concerned, if you can find the time, every single day should be a mental health day. And because you're not helping other people doesn't make you greedy that you're taking care of yourself and not helping other people. If you need to take care of yourself, those other people unfortunately have to wait. And if that makes you a bad person and they don't want to be around you, those people weren't your real friends to begin with.
It is kind of crazy though, on the flip side, like it is very hard, especially with being like an empath type, of like your good day is fairly reliant on other people's good days. Like if somebody else has a bad day that you care about, that's going to affect your day regardless. And that's very hard too.
It's very hard to get around other people's negativity when you've grown up, especially a lot of people grow up in a toxic environment or a negative environment. And you know, I always used music. Like even when I was younger, I used to listen to the soundtrack to Sister Act because I loved every single song. I know it's very obscure, but I also love Rod Stewart. One of Rod Stewart's best songs came out with one of the best lines I've ever heard. I wish I knew what I know now when I was younger. Oh my God. I'm 41 going on 42. If I knew what I knew now when I was 18, I would have been a pimp. Oh my God.
But back then, knowing what you knew now, then you wouldn't be the same person then. So therefore, you wouldn't be the same person now. Twilight Zoned your ass. What, bitch?
Dude, yeah. You know how much fucking weed I would have grown? You know how much fucking weed? You know how much fucking weed I would have grown? You know how much fucking weed I would have grown?
Oh, no, but no, you are so right. But at the same time, like, there's no way you would have gained that knowledge that you have now without the experience that you went through without that knowledge.
Oh, right.
Akasha has magic says again.
That's why it's such a good song. It's because it has such a good double entendre or double meaning. So one of the last things I'm going to say is he talks about having a good day. And I don't want to talk about a routine because I'm sorry, some days you just can't flow into that routine state or robotic state. So he talks about having, like I said, less options. So hygiene is the one that's really important because, as you know, cleanliness is next to godliness or faithfulness, whatever you want to call it. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. It doesn't matter when you eat it. You got to eat, man. Food is fuel for your body. Don't let your body run out of gas. Get outside. It doesn't mean exercise. It literally means just get back to earth. You know what I mean? Get outside, breathe the non-fresh air we don't have anymore. Always try to find at least 5 to 15 minutes of personal time, whether that's listening to music, meditating, yoga, whatever you can find. And that's every single day. That's it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and you know what's crazy? That it reminds me when he was talking about like fishing, and I know you talk about skateboarding and stuff like that. It always reminds me of the TED Talk I was talking about, like a cow is a depression pill. And I was like, what? And like, anything can be meditation, you know, like if it works for you, hell yes, do that. Do that.
I talk about, I didn't go to a lot of house parties in high school. I know a lot of people did, but the reason why I didn't go to a lot of house parties is because I was skateboarding. What do you mean? Right. I was filming, I was skateboarding. So one house party. But check out this story. This is true, and I wasn't involved. But so I went to the one house party I went to. I left to go film some shots in Vancouver from Richmond, which is like an hour away, you know, depending on traffic. And when I left that party got shot up. That party actually got shot up with a motherfucking Uzi when I left that party.
Damn.
I could have got shot. And I left to go skateboarding. So when I say skateboarding saved my life multiple times,
absolutely.
skateboarding physically saved my life multiple times.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like I always say, it's the little things. All right, we'll play a song and then we'll do our company man segment this morning. We got a good one.
I forgot. It's Friday.
It's Friday. Let's go with this one. Cheers, everybody.
We got the vibes on high, rolling smooth. Energy electric locked in the groove. Beats are kicking, clouds drifting by. Riding these waves, reaching the sky. Vibes on high, moving with flow. Feeling alive as the rhythm grows. Dancing free, no limits, no lie. With the crew, just vibes on high. Oh, yeah, yeah. Vibes are high, no coming down. We got the vibes on high, rolling smooth. Energy electric, locked in the groove. Beats are kicking, clouds drifting by. Riding these waves, reaching the sky. Vibes on high, moving with flow. Feeling alive as the rhythm grows. Dancing free, no limits, no lie. With the crew, just vibes on high. Just vibes on high. We got the vibes on high, rolling smooth. Energy electric, locked in the groove. Beats are kicking, clouds drifting by. Riding these waves, reaching the sky. Vibes on high, moving with flow. Feeling alive as the rhythm grows. Dancing free, no limits, no lie. With the crew, just vibes on high. We got the vibes on high, rolling smooth. Energy electric, locked in the groove. We got the vibes on high, rolling smooth. Energy electric, locked in the groove. Beats are kicking, clouds drifting by. Riding these waves, reaching the sky. Vibes on high, moving with flow. Feeling alive as the rhythm grows. Dancing free, no limits, no lie. With the crew, just vibes on high. Oh, yeah, yeah. We got the vibes on high, rolling smooth. Energy electric, locked in the groove. We got the vibes on high, rolling smooth. Energy electric, locked in the groove.
We got the vibes on Europe, rolling smooth. Europe-itty, Europe caught in the Europe. Much love, Europe.
Yerp, yerp, yerp.
Hit him with a
Oh,
Europe,
yeah.
Europe.
Hey, Magic, I rolled all my roaches that I smoked this morning.
Oh shit! Yeah, I got some. I'm gonna roll up here in a little bit.
Yeah. I told you. I'm
Hey,
not
thank
supposed
you,
to roll
everybody.
joints.
I'm super excited to have the Cove page back. So yeah, we'll do the morning show this
Yeah.
morning on both pages. We'll do the morning show tomorrow on both the Cops a Lot page and the Cove page, and then Sunday morning we'll come back to just the Cove page. But just so everybody, I didn't want to just switch all of a sudden.
Just be like, booyakasha, surprise!
Booyakasha, we gone. We over here now.
Hey, you're
Don't push no buttons, Yerpity says.
hey,
I don't know. No. See, you missed it. This muddy trucker over here to the next to me's been pushing all the dang wrong buttons today. Don't even get me started.
But that's nothing new for me to always push the wrong buttons.
It's his second day.
Oh
folks.
man, that would be an awesome song. Like, do like a dance type beat. He's like,
don't push the buttons.
Push the button. Dude, I can see. No, you know what I can see? I can see Nick Swartzen doing a freaking Dance Revolution from Grandma's Boy to that shit, man.
Oh my god.
Push.
No one remembers that was young Nick Swartzen, bro.
Yeah,
Sorry,
he's like, what do you say? Man, I love my bed. He goes, yeah, but it's a car bed. Yeah, but it's a fucking sweet car bed.
Yeah. Dude, the 19th anniversary of Grandma's Boy was like June 6th or January 6th of this year. The 19th.
Yeah, I saw you post that, man. Me and my wife went and saw that when the movie came out in the theaters. Like,
dude, I can beat that. Do you want to know what I saw in theaters? Motherfucking Dogma.
oh shit.
Dogma. Do you remember? Go check out what year that came out, and you're gonna be like, "What?"
If anybody needs a pipe, Boxman is gonna be selling a few pipes. Reach out. Anything you can do to help.
So, sorry, last thing about the Dogma is, one, we had to get an adult or someone of 18 years old to buy us the tickets and take us in there. There was a warning that came up about this is just a movie, and we had to cross a religious, like almost like picket line where people were actually protesting the movie. Yeah.
Yeah, my roommate doesn't even getting me into the radios and other carpets.
Oh man! Oh my god!
Dude,
all right, guys.
Sorry.
This morning's company, man. We're gonna do the most amazing wing restaurant, Hooters.
Dude, I did a review on.
They sell wings and burgers.
Hey, I did a movie review on Blended.
Valley's 6th birthday was at a Hooters. No lie, my mom took him to Hooters for his birthday. On his 6th birthday.
That's great.
Hooters is a popular chain of around 300 restaurants in the United States with an additional 100 or so locations found in almost 30 other countries around the world. Their sales are estimated to be in the range of $800 million a year, which is obviously a lot, but I would say that the awareness and the reputation of Hooters is actually far greater than those numbers reflect. What I mean is that whether or not you have been there before, most of the people watching this already have a detailed image in their mind about them. You probably already know about the televisions on the walls, the famous chicken wings, and probably most of all, the servers. The Hooters girls are widely known for their smiling, friendly personalities, as well as their tight, revealing clothing. Truly, that white t-shirt, orange shorts combo has to be one of the most recognizable uniforms in the industry. I mean, they have done a really good job in creating a distinctive brand and making people aware of it. I can tell you with certainty that the first time I ever heard about them was in the movie Big Daddy with Adam Sandler. It's part of a running joke and the setting of the final scene. It is also the setting of a deleted scene from an Austin Powers movie where all the friends of one of Dr. Evil's henchmen learn that he has been killed by an ill-tempered mutated sea bass. You have to watch it to really get that one, and it has been parodied in various cartoons like South Park. The first Hooters opened for business in Clearwater, Florida in October of 1983, and after 40 years, I have to say that I am impressed by the fact that they are still going this strong. As you might expect, given the overtly sexualized concept, they have endured 4 decades of non-stop criticism and controversies. As we saw in those examples, some of it has been lighthearted mocking. It's kind of an easy target to make fun of. Some of it has been moral objections from women's groups and local communities, and some of it has involved serious accusations, commonly involving harassment, discrimination, or general mistreatment. So in this video, I want to talk about this unusual concept while highlighting some of their more major controversies over the years. Back in 1983, 6 friends came together to start a new business, probably something that a lot of us talk about doing but never quite get it together. Well, these guys made it happen. All of them had experience in business in one way or another, but none of them knew anything about operating a restaurant. Does anyone else have one of those buildings in your area that just keeps turning into something new, almost like it's cursed because any business that moves in always ends in failure? Do you know what I mean? Well, that that's the kind of building where they opened the first Hooters, and early on, it was looking like they were going to be added to that list of failures. On their disastrous first day, I guess they had trouble lighting the fryers, they hadn't secured their license to sell beer yet, and they only had 3 customers. Not the strongest start, but they were able to break through it, partially by developing an attractive menu. Being located near the beach, it started out as more of a seafood restaurant, but they were early adopters of chicken wings, serving them back when they were far less popular, and have since made that a core part of their menu. But I think most would agree that a bigger part of their success can be attributed to some creative marketing efforts. Seriously, from the beginning and continuing on over the years, for better or worse, people have been talking about Hooters. I mean, that name itself will catch your attention. They use an owl in the logo because that's the sound they make. The owl himself is the Hooter, but we all know what's going on here. I think it's interesting that, according to one of the founders, they got the idea for the name after watching a Steve Martin comedy bit.
And you should only refer to them as Hooters.
One of their first marketing attempts was to rent a chicken suit and run around nearby streets trying to attract attention. I think they were desperate there, and it did help a little bit. One of them also swam out into the water with a can of orange spray paint to put the word Hooters on a boat that was partially underwater. It was visible from the street, and again, it helped a little bit, mostly because a local newspaper wrote an article about it. But their first big break happened early in the next year, during the Super Bowl between the Raiders and the Redskins, that luckily was being played in the nearby city of Tampa. It was less than an hour away, so John Riggins, the star player of the Washington Redskins, was able to not only eat there before the game, but also return with his teammates late that night after the game. News outlets made reports about it, and it brought some major attention to the restaurant, helping them double in sales. And the ball kept rolling. Shortly after, they made a franchising deal with a group of investors from Atlanta who created Hooters of America to open dozens of new restaurants over the next few years, and did go on to buy the trademark as well. In July of 1986, the original Hooters girl, Lynn Austin, was featured as Playboy's Playmate of the Month, and that was a big deal back then. It included an article about the restaurant, and that raised sales even more than anything from before. More notable marketing efforts: in 1992, they were sponsoring NASCAR driver Alan Kulwicki when he won the Winston Cup at the Hooters 500 race in Atlanta, but the following year, he was tragically killed in a plane crash. He was on a private plane owned by Hooters that was traveling from an autograph signing at one of their restaurants. And I do want to mention that there were others on that plane, including 26-year-old Mark Brooks, the son of the head of Hooters at the time. Ironically, there was briefly a Hooters airline started a decade later in 2003, not to mention a hotel and casino in Las Vegas that opened in 2006. So yeah, their advertising has gone well beyond typical commercials and billboards. Now, the amount of criticism directed toward Hooters, I would say, has been substantial. There is seemingly always a new lawsuit or scandal or protest. Maybe the most publicized one concerns discrimination with their hiring practices. Simply put, they only hire women for their server positions. They are literally called Hooters girls, and that discriminates against men. In the 1990s, the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission launched an investigation against them and demanded that they pay millions of dollars to the men that had been rejected. On one end, you could say that's a fair point. Why should they be able to turn down men instantly because of their gender? But on the other end, that is kind of the whole point, right? Those girls are what they are known for. That's why people go. And their customers would generally prefer their server to be a woman. I don't know. It's a touchy subject, and I don't have the answers here. It makes me think back to that King of the Hill episode, where Dale tries to get a job at a Hooters-like restaurant so he can sue them for discrimination after he's rejected, but then ends up getting hired, and it gets crazy. But the image of Dale wearing that uniform is just ridiculous, and that is pretty much how Hooters went about defending themselves when the investigation was actually happening. They took all of it as yet another marketing opportunity. When they came out with this hairy, mustached character named Vince that would wear the uniform, they spent millions of dollars to put him in full-page ads in popular newspapers, billboards, radio commercials. All of it was trying to show how ridiculous it would be if they were forced to hire men in that position. It was followed by a March on Washington, where a bunch of Hooters girls carried humorous signs in an effort to protest the protest, I guess. The next year, the committee dropped everything to devote their attention to other cases, but there were other civil lawsuits alleging gender discrimination, the biggest of which was a class action one that was settled out of court for $3.7 million in 1997. Now, all of that I just talked about was only concerning the men that never got hired. So let me move on to the women who did get hired. For them, there have been examples of alleged racial discrimination. In 2015, a black woman in Baltimore was not allowed to wear blonde highlights in her hair because it looked unnatural. She was ultimately fired over it and awarded $250,000 after it was ruled to be racial discrimination. And as recent as 2023, a location in North Carolina was sued for discriminating against black women in their hiring decisions while they were restaffing following the pandemic. And there have also been just seemingly countless sexual harassment and assault allegations from women accusing the owners, managers, and even other employees of acting inappropriately. In 1993, in a lawsuit that was settled out of court, 3 women who worked at the Mall of America location in Minnesota claimed that they had been touched inappropriately and verbally abused by male co-workers. In 2000, a woman testified that her managers tried to force her to go home with them, and one even threatened to tie her up. The case ended in her receiving $275,000. In 2004, there was a case where more than 40 women in California were filmed while changing their clothes during part of the interview process. Now, there are others along the same lines, but those are the ones that stand out to me, and I think you get the point. There have also been issues in various other areas. In 2021, there was this big social media backlash where Hooters girls posted videos where they were practically disgusted by how revealing their new uniforms were. Those videos ended up getting millions of views, so the company did end up backtracking by saying that they could wear those new uniforms or they could just stick to the old ones. It was their choice. Also, in my opinion, one of the most uncomfortable things to watch is this 2010 episode of Undercover Boss, where this Hooters manager was cartoonishly terrible to a point where he had the women engage in a no-hands bean eating contest to decide which one of them would go home first. Clearly, not everybody at Hooters is like this guy, but allegedly, there's been a lot of inappropriate stuff happening at those restaurants over the years. But yeah, they're still going pretty strong after 40 years, though there have been points where the future of the chain has come into question. Specifically, during their 30-year anniversary in 2013, they had some slow years leading up to that because their image was arguably becoming stale, while new exciting competitors were stealing away their market share. Consider that Hooters essentially started a new category in the industry, cleverly called a breastaurant, and their success has motivated others to do something similar. Notably, Twin Peaks has grown to over 100 locations, partially from the help of former Hooters executives. In 2011, the former CEO of Hooters, Cody Brooks, along with many others, left that company to become Twin Peaks franchisees, a situation that also led to a lawsuit where Hooters claimed that they stole trade secrets before leaving. Anyway, in 2013, Hooters tried to revitalize things by remodeling a bunch of their restaurants, making them brighter, and adding healthier alternatives to the menu. Since then, they have also been making efforts to attract customers outside of their normal demographic. In 2017, they started a spin-off concept called Hoots Wings, with a much more typical atmosphere where people are dressed much more traditionally. And they have been emphasizing delivery of their food because, as their CEO put it, many people wouldn't step foot in our restaurant, but they want our products. These are good alternatives if you just want their food, but then that raises the question of how many people have been going to Hooters because of the food. You see, so it's all things to think about, but considering that the trend of the industry seems to be people eating at home more anyway, it could be a promising direction for them. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about Hooters? That is a big question. Are you one of their dedicated customers that loves the concept and the atmosphere, or are you strictly opposed to them and think that the world would be better off if they were to shut down immediately? Those are two extremes, so I'm guessing you're somewhere in the middle, and there's some good discussions to be had here. Which of these controversies do you personally take issue with, and what do they need to do to improve to win your approval? Before I end the video, I want to say that I realize I touched on some sensitive issues here. They could be tricky to talk about, but I hope you could tell that I did my best to treat them with care while still giving a fair representation of the company. Let me know if you felt that was the case, and any other thoughts you have about Hooters, leave them in the comments.
Dang. That's intense.
Twin Peaks has more revealing uniforms than Hooters. Just wanted to put that out there.
True.
I've never Never been.
I'm just saying.
Oh my, you're great. That's so great.
I'm sorry. Did anyone else catch? Did anyone else catch the restaurant? I'm sorry,
Yeah,
restaurant.
I don't know how I feel
I'm
about
sorry.
that.
I had to say it. I'm sorry. That's a medical term. I'm not trying to say this, that, or the other. But if someone ever said restaurant to you in conversation, if you didn't laugh, what the fuck? Like, what did you just say? I'm sorry. Like, come on. It's yeah, I know. I've actually watched that episode of Undercover Boss. That was horrible.
Yeah,
But
that was
yeah,
really
you
bad.
know, if you want to look at a business side of it, I've known there's been a Hooters in Vancouver for since I was like a little kid. Like it's probably still there. If it shut down, I don't know or moved, but there it has been one there. You know, and like yeah, the food actually isn't that bad. Say what you want, they actually don't have a bad menu, and if they're actually offering healthier food now in a different style of restaurant, but it's still Hooters food, I'd still go there. I'm just saying, yeah, I like food. Fuck, I'm sorry. You talk,
I
oh,
like
people only go there
food.
for the women. I'm sorry, bullshit. There's sports on the TVs, there's beer, and there's decent food.
We
That's
used
all
to
I'm gonna say
always
about it.
go watch the wrestling pay-per-views up there. You know,
Yeah, dude.
our Hooters, the food was freaking banging. Like,
Thank you. Like we're not even joking. They actually had good food. We only went there for we didn't go there for the wings. Yeah, we fucking did go there for the fucking wings. They were fucking awesome. Like what are you
I
talking
mean,
about?
there were still ulterior motives, but you know,
Dude, okay, just think about this. I've always been a pothead. When you get hungry and you're near like a restaurant that you know is not going to take
dude,
4 hours
yeah,
to make your food, you can get beer, you can watch sports. You really don't care which establishment it is. I'm sorry, you don't. If it's Hooters, cool. Yeah, you call it an
back in
extra
the
bonus.
day, they had 25-cent wings.
Yeah, like I'm sorry, but like it's still just another place. I'm sorry, it is.
No, you're good. It is about that time though. We smoke one more and call it a morning show. I thank Magic for coming up and hanging out with us this morning, man. And I'll go ahead and hand it over to you to say our farewells.
Yeah, thanks for having me on the morning show. It turned into the Magic Morning Show.
Yeah, I like that.
And we stayed live the whole 2 hours. Thank you, everybody, for coming and hanging out with us. As always, the world is way better with you in it. Part 1, The Metaphorical Menace, is on all platforms: iTunes, Pandora, iHeartRadio, Spotify. If you can stream it, you can play it. Also, Young Valley is coming out with some new songs too. He is also working with a guy named Winter, and it is awesome. Check out Blizzard, Winter, Young Valley. Holy cow. But anyways, y'all have a good day. Fan-damn-tabulous day. I love each and every one of you. Thank you, Beanz and Man-Bear, for having me up. The Cove is back, baby. What?
Yeah.
Cove is back. I had to fucking say it. Beans, man. I love the new couple tracks you're throwing down, Jay. Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. Magic, man. What the fuck? Yeah, hell yeah, brother. Loved having you up here, man. I hope you can come up again, man. It's fucking awesome, man. Fucking hell yeah. Make sure you spread some love and positivity. Do something nice for yourself. Do something nice for a stranger. Do something nice for your friend. Call that person you're thinking about. They thinking about you too. And we'll see you this afternoon. Boom.
Much love, everybody. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. It has been a wonderful, wonderful morning. Great morning, speaker. Don't let other people's day affect your day. Do your best not to let that happen. Thank you, Magic, for coming up and hanging out. It has been a great-ass magical morning show, bro, for sure. I like that a lot. We do have a Matthew Cooper interview coming up this midday time. That will be like 11, 12-ish. He's got to try to catch it around his lunch break type of a deal. And so definitely come check that out. Anything Weed Suit Heroes, Dabbing with Dads, the Council, a lot of Ohio. That's where they're from. So a lot of Ohio information. Definitely check that out. That will also be a separate stream from any other shows, anything like that. So that'll be by itself. So you can always go back and watch it, anything like that. And much love to Matthew Cooper and Dabbing with Dads for letting us restream your shows on Thursday nights. Dabbing with Dads is live Friday nights. I want to say at 8:30 or 9 p.m. Eastern time, but it is during Basement Brawl. So we do show the reruns of their last week's episode every Thursday night now at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Hey, good morning, Dee Dee. How are you, man? Hope you're having a wonderful day. Make sure that you're checking out everything that everybody on the Cove-TV production team has going on, from the magic, madness of the music, always putting out, man, to the Man-Bear reels. Well, he's trying, but Facebook's kind of fucking with him. Make sure you're checking out those Rigstory mystery boxes. If anybody has any questions on any of that, let us know. Make sure you go and follow the Dapper Chick. Let's help her get over 1K. Thank you, Copsy, for letting the Cove use your page for the last 30 days. It's super duper appreciated. And again, we'll do the morning show tomorrow morning and the afternoon shows tomorrow on the Cove page and the Sir Copslot page. And then Sunday, we'll switch back just to the Cove page. So I don't normally say this, but if you aren't following the Cove, make sure that you are, because on Sunday, they won't be on the Sir Copslot page anymore. Sir Copslot shows will be on the Sir Copslot page. It's like Token Tunes and Basement Brawl is pretty much the show. But thank you to everybody that helps support the Cove. It means the world. It makes all this happen. And Cove-TV is brought to you by viewers like yourself. Thank you again, Magic, for coming up and hanging out. It's been a great morning. I don't think I forget. Hope to see everybody back this afternoon. We got Marble Racing and Basement Brawl tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. You can catch that on the Europe Entertainment page. You can catch that on this Sir Copslot page if you're watching from that Sir Copslot page. And the Cove-TV YouTube page. You can watch from any of those streams. Come and drop that brawl and see if you can get some nooks. Much love, everybody. We're not playing the normal outro today because the Cove is back. Much love, everybody. Oh, Man-Bear.
Sorry, just one quickly. Sorry. Yeah, you're right about my Facebook sharing. Unfortunately, I can't share anybody else's content, but I am on Instagram at man_bear_Hugo, all lowercase, just to let you know. So try to hook me up on Instagram. Much love, everybody. Sorry, Beans. Just want to get in there.
You're good. The Cove is back.
That groove, the Cove's back, yeah, we're on the move. The show's fresh beats get in the flow. The rhythm's tight and we're ready to go. From morning highs to late night swings, better content, feel the joy it brings. With funk in the bass and jazz in the track. The Cove's back in town and that's a fact. The Cove is back and that's a fact. We're hitting the groove, no holding back. With soulful tunes and more to explore. Breaking new ground like never before. The Cove is back, shining so bright. Rising up strong, bringing the light. Funky vibes and jazzy stacks. The Cove is back, and that's a fact. Level up made the set complete. Jazzed up shows, groove on repeat. The internet's our stage, it's where we thrive. Dropping bombs of soul, keeping it live. From cannabis talks to beats on display, the Cove is grooving all the way. So turn it up loud and feel that snap. The Cove's got soul and it's on the map. The Cove is back and that's a fact. We're hitting the groove, no holding back. With soulful tunes and more to explore. Breaking new ground like never before. The Cove is back, shining so bright. Rising up strong, bringing the light. With funky vibes and jazzy stacks. The Cove is back and that's a fact. Captivate, the music's alive, setting the pace. Back for the rhythm, back for the vibe. The Cove is back and we're keeping it high. Back and that's a fact. We're lighting it up on a new track. From soulful jams to shows that inspire. The Cove's here, set the groove on fire. The Cove is back, bringing it strong. We're back for more, where we belong. So turn up the sound, we're on the attack. The Cove is back and that's a fact.
Much love, everybody. We'll catch you this afternoon. Oh, no, we'll catch you at noon at 11, somewhere around there. I'll tag it out, share it out, all of that. Catch you guys later. Much love.